All right, I was told this cut out about a third of the way through sound-wise, so we're going to go ahead and re-record this real quick. It won't be exactly the same, but it'll be close. So what this is, Border Patrol is monitoring U.S. drivers and detaining those with suspicious travel patterns. So they're doing this. They have been pretty secretive about their license plate reader camera network. The reason they're secretive about this camera network is because they're not just using it to monitor license plates, okay? So what they're doing and what this is talking about is they are watching people's license plates and they're seeing their go from A to B to C to D, and then they're going backwards, and then they're doing it again 3 days later, and then they're going back, and then they're doing it again 3 days later, right? They're seeing these patterns, and they're calling them suspicious. Now, the Border Patrol is only supposed, technically, to work within 100 miles of the border, so north or south border, right? They're obviously not. The Customs and Border Patrol Agency, which is the parent agency to the Border Patrol, has actually said that they can work anywhere they want. Now, with this camera network, they have now made a nationwide tracking and monitoring system of mass surveillance of American citizens. So they can monitor you anywhere. They can see you going anywhere. We are 100% in a police state now. And they're pulling people over and detaining people based on suspicious travel patterns and behavior. Listen, there is nothing in the books that says that being suspicious is a crime. Just because you look suspicious, just because you're doing a suspicious activity, right? You don't know. Suspicion is too general, it's too broad, and that's why it's not against the law. You can't be detained for being suspicious. There's no law that says suspicious is a crime. Therefore, they are illegally detaining people. They are illegally arresting people for being suspicious. Now, what is suspicious? Let's say delivery driver A has to do that pattern I said earlier, and they do it every 3 days because they're delivering bread from their factory to bakeries around town, right? No big deal. Cool, right? Well, the Border Patrol, who is run by Customs and Border Security, also is working in tandem with ICE and Department of Homeland Security, says that driver is brown. Therefore, this pattern is suspicious. So what do? They pull them over and detain them for no actual reason, no probable cause, no anything other than a suspicious travel pattern and their skin. With that, they go and they grill them and they detain them and potentially arrest them for no reason other than suspicious travel patterns. Now, what does this mean for everybody else? This means that you are being monitored at all times by the United States government. Remember, we had people who actually that went to jail or fled the country, right? Remember Snowden and stuff like that, and Assange, because they released information that showed the United States government was spying on its allies and its citizens. These people had to leave the country. And you know what? The government is still doing it. So the question is, are you next? Right? Like, what's to say that they go and they don't sit there and they're not monitoring and they say, you know what? We don't like this travel pattern and this person criticizes us all the time. So we're going to say that they have suspicious travel patterns. Oh, yeah. And he lives down only a couple hours from the border to Mexico. So we think that there is something suspicious about him. So we're going to monitor and we're going to go detain him and find out what he's doing when he goes and gets some breakfast tacos once a week as a treat. But that's suspicious. So we're monitoring everything he does with these cameras. So we're going to go get him. And we don't like what he says about us. He made some mean videos and hurt our feelings. That's what they're doing. They have enacted a police state with total and complete, uncontrolled, unregulated monitoring of every single citizen with no recourse at all from any of us. What are we going to do? They have Border Patrol who's working not near the border. If they're not protecting the border, what are they doing? They're not doing their job, right? So the real question is are you next?